What up guys, Chubsy here, and today we have got episode 5 of Squad Builder. Today we're doing the Portuguese League, one of my favourite ones for cheap informed players and just absolute beastie ass players such as Hulk, Falcao, Edson and the rest. We'll jump in 4-1-2-1-2 because very even mixed forward team. Didn't really want to use a 4-4-2 because that's what the final two episodes are going to be, 4-4-2s, and I thought also I prefer you playing with a CDM and a cam than two centre mids. First up in goal we have Helton, 450 coins, solid stats, perfection. Now we have the centre backs. I personally prefer to have David Luiz and Mr. Rodriguez. 3.3k, goes to about 1k normally. Brilliant around stats, perfect heading, not the best defending, but his pace saves his ass a lot of the time, to be fair. And then my centre back Alberto Junior Rodriguez, 5k coins, but I've got this one at a real bargain, to be fair. He normally goes for around 20k, and 5'10". Might be a bit worrying, but his heading is pretty good. 86 heading, perfectiono. Next up at right back we have Fusil. Not sure if I pronounced that right, but 500 coins, 5'10", decent pace, bit of a letdown, but here you will find he is probably the highest overall right back you can get in the Portuguese league, which is a shame. Left back, we want to know who this guy's going to be. In form, Fabio Coentrao, absolute boss. 10k for this beautiful lad, and you know, he's got the pace, he's got the passing, he's got the dribbling, he's got the defending. Only thing lets him down is his heading, but you know, most people play down the wings these days, cross it in or LBY, so you can stick with him well with him. 85 pace, you can keep with pretty much anyone, and he's not very weak. He's not weak either, which is a good thing. Okay, now at CDM we have Javi Garcia. Coentrao goes for around 10k, by the way, so he's not that bad, but he's not the dearest. Javier Garcia. I got this guy in a pack, I believe. No, I got him for around 200 coins starting bid, and he then went for around 900 in the end, so he's fairly cheap. Most of them I've seen do start at 150 because there's no real set price. His defending's good, his heading's good. He's all you want from that holding midfield player, and he's not that slow for his height, which is perfectimundo. Alright, next up we have the right of midfield, Hulk. You know, who else was I going to get in there than the incredible Hulk? Bam! 3.8k, 88 pace, 86 shooting, 87 dribbling, 5-star skills. Bang, motherfucking tidy. Bringing in a left of midfield, we have Ismailov, I'm going to say, but I'm not too sure. 700 coins, cheap, 81 pace, just pretty much your out-and-out winger. I think he has 4-star skills, but don't take my word for it. 3 or 4-star skills. You know, these two work very well, to be fair. He was the highest overall left mid. I think there is an in-form player, but he was going for a fair bit when I tried to get him, so I just CBA'd with that. Next in we've got Pablo Aimar in the cam position. You know, my Messi, 82 pace, 85 passing, 87 dribbling. You know, he's a brilliant player to just have darted in and around the place. He's pretty strong as well. Goes for around 2 to 4k, depending on what formation you get him in. Now, we have the strikers. First up, none other, informed Edson. 9k, not bad, not bad. You know, 82 pace, 84 shooting, 85 dribbling. Just what you want from that kind of poacher player who can get past around players. He has got 4-star skills, I do believe, so brilliant there. Next up we have Falcao. You know, 5'9", brilliant in the air. The exact same as Lisandro Lopez in my opinion. Just dominant in the air, even though they are gnomes. It is amazing. Good, decent dribbling, decent pace, good shooting. Goes for around 2k. It's a fair deal for me. You know, he's a good player to have going alongside of Lee Edson. 4-star skills I do believe might be 5, but I'm not overly sure. Now quickly to the manager. I just went with Bilek just because he's a 4-1-2-1-2, because I haven't really got many Portuguese players in this team, so I decided just pick up a 4-1-2-1-2, give me the +10 to complete my chemistry. Next up we have our replacement goalkeeper. His name is Quim. I think I'm saying that right. 800 coins. Not a must buy, that's for certain, but you know, it's always good to have a backup goalkeeper there. And you know, so if you just fork out 800 coins, it makes up for pretty much how cheap you can get Helton, because he is one of the cheapest keepers in the game to be actually over 80 overall, which is brilliant. Next up, the replacement centre back, Portugaaaal. You know, he's a bit of a. I sometimes do play him with David Luiz because they are both playing for Benfica and they're also from Brazil. But Portugaaaal does give you that kind of Henchy McHenchington in the centre back position. Can't say my words properly today. Sorry, guys. You know, and he's just someone good to have there to swap out for one of these two pacey guys, because they can be pushed around by the likes of Emil Heskey, John Carew. You know, the players that just piss you off. Okay, now the replacement fullback, Pereira. His pace is fairly insane for only being an 81. 800 coins. Oh, sorry about that. 800 coins, 81 pace, good. Low defending, weak heading, but as usual the pace saves him a lot. Portugaaaal goes for around 2k to 1 to 2k. Just look around, you'll find a cheap one. Next up we have cannot pronounce the first bit, João Moutinho. He's a brilliant player to swap in with Pablo Aimar, but I normally play him in place of Javi Garcia because he does give me that creative edge, something else to choose. He's fairly strong, even though he is 5'7" again. 1.4k. Just look around, you'll find a good one. This one came with 27 contracts. Bang, tidy. You know, he's got good long shots. Reminds me a bit of Raul Moriles. If any of you have used him before, he's a good player as well. Right, now the replacement cam. We have, I think, I'm not sure if it's Matthias. Yep, Matthias Fernandez. Always cheap, this guy. Starts off at 150. No one really ever bids on him, apart from the occasional couple of people. 500 coins. For not the best of stats, obviously, but he's got good dribbling, and I'd say he's more of an 81 pace. So he's a very good player to just have in the cam position. Just hold the ball up, knock it on, play them through balls, and just help build up your play. Now we have the replacement midfielder. I do actually prefer Vukovic a little bit to this dude, Ismailov, but I do prefer using Vukovic. I can't say it. But because look at his pace, his shooting, passing, dribbling are very much more rounded, whereas, yeah, I cannot say that guy's name, guys. I apologise. I'm horrendous with that name. Yeah, well, basically, this guy's just a perfect replacement. 450 coins, cheap as tits, and you know, he always comes as a solid performer for me. Now up top we have Oscar Cardozo. Not the fastest, good shooting, good heading, good dribbling, surprisingly. Not the best passer, to be fair, even though this thing does say 74. But he is a very good player if you just want to have it, if you want to sort one of these two out, or if you're in a game where you have to get down the wings because your opponent's too good. He's just always good to have that other option. And finally we have Pedro Mendes here, just in case I feel like swapping out Javi Garcia, but not for Moutinho, or if any of my other players are injured. 700 coins, 81 passing, 78 dribbling, 78 shooting. He's still as good as he used to be, guys. Don't underestimate this player. If you come up against him, his long shots are fairly lethal as well. So I'd say pretty much the same as Moutinho, only slightly toned down because he is a fair bit older. I'd say he's nearly as old as my grandma now. He's that old. Alright guys, this has been episode 5. I'll catch you guys next week. and peace.